Hey Brooke, how are you doing today?
I mean, I'm alright overall, pretty tired, but I'm good.
Good to hear, good to hear. The doctor was actually telling me there could be some talk of eating disorder. But before we get into that, I just wanted to ask you, how's home looking like?
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, it's been kind of hectic lately. My whole family has a lot of alcoholism, and my parents have been fighting like crazy because of it. And they recently decided to get a divorce, so that's been pretty stressful for me, and I feel like I'm experiencing depression and anxiety because of it.
That's the worst for your age. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's worse for anybody, anytime, especially around the holidays. That's awful. How's this been affecting your eating?
I would say not too bad. Like I like to snack a lot, and but recently I've been having problems with my jaw and teeth. My molars have been killing me, and for some reason I don't know why, but my throat feels like it's on fire. And but so I've been trying to stick to like soft foods like soup and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, about the snacking, your mom tells
Well,
me.
I don't snack too much. I would say it's a good amount. I work out a lot, so I'm trying to keep my calories balanced.
Okay, I see. I see. Well, I was actually looking at your diet recall, and there's kind of a lot of different variety of foods going on there. There's tomato sandwich, a can of Chef Boyardee, 2 bowls of cereal, 2 toasts with peanut butter, a muffin, an ice cream, another 2 bowls of cereal, and an apple. That just kind of seems like a lot happening in your gut for just one day. I was wondering, how's that digesting?
Well, if I'm being honest with you, I feel bloated constantly, like all the time, and I know this might be gross to hear, but I'm like gassy as well, and I don't go to the bathroom often, but I mostly deal with bloating and cramps.
Okay, just bloating and cramps. So the diary call is also telling me that you can drink up to 9 glasses of water a day. Also, an glass of orange juice.
Yeah.
So, with all that, is there a lot of bathroom in that sense?
Well, now I don't go to the bathroom often, but I think what's happening is because like I told you I work out like intensely, and I just think I'm sweating out the water.
Well, I was taking a look at your labs, and actually, if we're looking together here at the labs, it seems that you have an electrolyte imbalance.
Mm.
So electrolytes, so your potassium, your sodium, your bicarbonate levels, your carbonate levels, they all have spiked, and so they've gone much higher than your normal range value for them. So this can cause for dehydration.
Well, how is it that I'm dehydrated if I'm drinking a lot of water?
So, like you said, it could be that you're working out and sweating a lot, or if you're being honest with yourself, it may be going somewhere like if you're purging a lot during the day, that might be where it's going. And this could also lead to decreased blood and electrolyte concentrations, decreased blood volume, and decreased blood pressure. In English, that kind of just means you could have more fatigue, weakness, more headaches. You can get a lot of headaches.
Yeah.
Hypokalemia, which is just a fancy word for your heart. Your heartbeat could change, get really fast, and you could go into heart failure, kidney failure. This is all the electrolytes having to do with your muscles and how your muscles function. So if they're not able to be have the right nutrition, and they're not going to be able to function properly. So this is where like heart attack comes in.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and with you having that in your family already, that could you're just even more that much likely to have that. And we don't want that. So
don't want that.
Definitely don't want that. So I actually because of the pandemic,
Mm-hmm. I got you.
we ran out of ink for our printer, normally I would have some handouts to give to you, but the ink hasn't been delivered yet. Do you have an email by chance?
Yeah, I have an email. I can get that too.
Awesome. After we're done here, just stop by the front when you make your next appointment. Just tell them your email, and we'll be able to get this stuff to you.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
All right. So this first one is just like a Bulimia Nervosa handout. So this is just gonna show you how often it occurs, especially in women. How what it can look like, so some behaviors that you might recognize in yourself to make you qualify for this type of eating disorders, as well as guiding risk factors.
Whoa, that does not sound good. What are the risk factors?
So risk factors would just mean, you know how earlier you were telling me about how like your at-home life's kind of hectic,
Yeah.
kind of a lot of stress going on there. Well, that could be a risk factor for someone because it causes a lot of stress, so it can trigger behaviors like this.
Okay.
So if you find yourself experiencing any of these risk factors, any of the symptoms, just find yourself having any familiarity with this pamphlet, there's also a support on this, so whether it be a website or a phone call you're more comfortable with, there's just a bunch of options you can use.
That sounds helpful.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I also have this no stress meal planning. So I want you to take this with you, and then this has a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Right? It has all of that, and it has the snack in between or after each one. And then so you don't have that stress of trying to think of what you should eat or what you had before. This lets you keep track of it and also gives you choices so you don't have to stress out about what you should have.
Okay, I might actually use that. That sounds like it could help me a lot.
Oh, I'm so excited. So something that you might want to look at when you're meal planning, so it mentions proteins. I know you're real familiar with calories.
Right.
But
So I don't have to just look at calories anymore?
No. So with this nutrition label here, I'll teach you how to look at that a little bit. So you obviously know your calories, but you can also be looking at other things that matter to make it more nutritionally dense. So you got the protein, the sodium. A lot of the good ones are in bold. Total fat, total carb.
Cholesterol.
You can see, cholesterol. You can see how much this serving would give you to your total daily value, how much you should be having.
Okay.
So it's just a good weight thing to go off of when you're eating. So you know that it's more nutritionally dense for you. You're not just counting the numbers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So that was kind of a lot of information. Really a lot to take in. How are you kind of feeling about all of that?
I'm feeling okay. It is a lot of information, but I'm gonna write some of these down in hopes that I can remember them and actually do them.
Awesome. So do you think you're gonna tell anything to your mom?
Yeah, I feel like bringing my mother into this would actually be a great help to me. I can actually give her your email too. That way you guys can get in contact with it.
Do you also feel like connecting with something like maybe the pamphlet offered, or maybe something more one-on-one would be beneficial to you?
I like the idea of the support group. I feel like that would be really beneficial for me. Like talking to people my own age and seeing how they're dealing with it as well would be really helpful.
Yeah, this is sounding so good. I'm so excited that sounds like you're really getting in gear and are willing to try to better yourself with this new eating style. Are you comfortable with maybe setting a goal for the next time I see you?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with those emails that I'll be getting, I feel like the whole planning my meals out and stuff is gonna be like a life changer.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. So the SMART goal I want to set for you is using those guidance, those reference labels that I sent you, like you were just talking about. I'd like to see you eat 3 meals a day. Keep it to 3 meals a day with a snack in between.
That's good. I can still eat my snacks.
Perfect. You got your snacks.
Yeah.
So keep it to that. and try to do that at least 5 days a week.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah, it sounds like I feel like I can definitely do that.
Alright, awesome. I'm so glad I was able to see you today and we were able to work something out for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it very much.
Alright, see you later.
See ya.
No. Bye.